It's another hot summer afternoon. Good time for one of our little parlor chats. Last time we had a visit, we were talking about a play by William Norfolk called The Lights Are Warm and Colored. I found on eBay a little amateur stage magazine, which is a British publication. There's so very little about this play still surviving, thanks to a fire, where playbills and publicity photos and things were destroyed. This is supposed to be the living room at Maplecroft. There's a couple of photos here of stage sets. I believe this lady is supposed to be Nancy O'Neill. Nancy is visiting Maplecroft with some of her theater friends. I think there are a couple of men and a few women. And, of course, Emma and Lizzie are there. And most of the dialogue is the theater friends taking roles of different people in the Borden case story. I won't give away the ending, but there's a sudden, unexpected visit after the guests are gone of none other than Bridget Sullivan, who makes an exciting revelation. So this is something you may want to get a copy of. There are a couple of more shots from the stage setting. I'm not sure. I believe this is meant to be Emma. And one of Nancy's friends, actress friends, having a little flirtation with one of the actors and some of the other characters. This little magazine also had an article by the playwright William Norfolk. He wants Nancy to be played as a bird of paradise. Her red hair should appear to be dyed, and her costume should border on the gaudy. Her voice is throaty and her laughter coarse. She is, after all, an actressy actress. So I'll try to copy this later so you can read the whole thing. I was real excited to find this. There's also a little review by Davina Barnes about stage directions. So I'll post that later. While we're on the topic of Nancy O'Neill, I found a little tobacco card. These used to be on the back of a packet of cigarettes. Famous actors and actresses, and were highly collectible. This is sort of a sweet picture of Nancy with wistful eyes. Some of her photographs, she looks rather harsh. There is another play I want to mention. I don't know if you have seen this one. The copyright on this is 2007 by Nick Polino. And it's Elizabeth of Maplecroft, of course, also set at Maplecroft. There are no photos in here or stage maps. It's just the actual script. It's for 3 actresses, as you can see, Emma, Lizzie, and Nancy O'Neill. The ending is a corker, and I'll give you a little hint for those in the know. If you've ever seen Alfred Hitchcock's older sister, you will understand how this one ends. Also, another playbill here from the Colonial Theater, which is where Nancy O'Neill appeared in many productions. This one, as you see, is Charles Frohman producing with Richard Harris. Charles Frohman was on the Lusitania in May of 1915 and went down in the sinking of that ship. But he was a very famous producer with quite a stable of stars. It's fun to look at the advertisements and things in here. This one is of particular interest. It's thought that Nancy O'Neill met Lizzie in the summer of 1904 at one of the Massachusetts resort towns. She was traveling with a production that featured highlights from her most famous plays, and you can see Camille, the Jewess Macbeth, very famous play for Nancy, was Judith, and of course Magda. And she would give little excerpts from certain acts of, these were her theater triumphs. Interestingly, the story goes that Nancy O'Neill was introduced to Lizzie by another actress, and we see her here, Miss Rika Allen, and she was appearing with Nancy in Magda. So we don't know exactly for sure. This is a playbill for the season that closed in May. So did Lizzie meet Nancy at the Colonial in this production, or was it just a little bit later in the summer when she was playing at various Oceanside theaters? I'm not sure. It's something we need to do a little research on. Okay, well, that's all for today, and we're getting ready, of course, for August 4th. Lizzie's birthday will be coming up in a couple of days on the 19th, and this year, as you know, there'll be no reenactment at the Borden House due to the virus, so I'll try to be posting some things as we go into August 4th about various topics of Lizzie interest. And we'll see you again real soon. Stay cool and stay safe out there.